So with that, part 2. When a man is handsome, educated, has money, but still single, what could be the problem? I gave you a few in part 1. Go back. I'm not saying those again. I'm going to make you do a little homework. I'm going to go forward from that. So everything I said in part 1 and a distraction that gets in the way, even though it's temporary satisfaction, is things like porn sites and OnlyFans. So psychologically, the more we use these platforms and sites to bail out and just get one, or if you're still old school, can I really call it that, to get you an escort and just pay for it, these things are a hindrance. These things affect being social. Now we get it twisted, fellas. I'm sorry. I gotta call y'all out. Social is a thing. Now you ain't gonna get along and have 10 male friends. It's rare. You might have, fuck all that. You're not gonna have this list of friends, male or female, that's really riding, and you're gonna have this big entourage. It's cute. It's cute to hear that, unless you got bread. But it ain't about that. But what I'm saying is, social is a must. It's a must. To a degree, I'm not saying you're going to go out and you get along with everybody you interact with. I'm not saying that. But that is the problem. A lot of men, we don't, we give it a try. We go through the phases and stages, 20s, 30s, whatever. And we have our strategy. We go at it. A few times shit don't work out and we disconnect. You know what I mean? Especially now with the access to the sites. Crazy. Because I'm from the era where you had to have a VCR, go to the store and cop that. I don't care. It's in no judgment zone. We used to have to do it that way. Fellas, that's my age. Porn tapes and DVDs. You know what I mean? Now, it's just on your device. Wow, easily. Brace browsers, or I can't even say this shit right. It's free. Sign up. It's free. You go to certain sites based on what kind of phone you have. Shit is popping up. Want to hook up? Want to meet? Let's not talk about them dating sites. So, the accessibility is there where it kind of takes away from the social, natural, traditional way of meeting the opposite sex and really indulging. Some of us get that pleasure still of just that interaction. It's cool to just go out, maybe a homeboy or two, to a nice little lounge, and there's some women in there, whatever, and you just interact. You just involved. It's good social practice. You know what I mean? Sometimes, I'm not saying abuse this and go out every day, and some of us is on our grind crazy where we can't, but it's just good. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. It makes you comfortable almost in any situation. So now when you really go and try to say the cold approach, feel me? That's the terminology. When you just going out there trying to bang everything, I'm hollering at everything, I'm talking to every chick, I'm trying to get every phone number, I'm jumping in DMs. That's that savagery. And I ain't judging that. That's the type of time you on, cool. But obviously you gotta be social to be like that. So see, there's a plus even in that, because you got to be social if you're going to be on some savage shit. But for these guys, sometimes they're a little intimidated because handsome, educated money, that's a different level. You shouldn't be cold approaching everything. So if you got these accolades, fellas, the bar's higher at who you supposed to be approaching. Especially if you got a homeboy or two that's on the same level as you and y'all go out. The pressure's on. You can't talk to the low-hanging fruit. You could if you want to bust. I mean, you see how I'm always on both sides, though? It's like I understand that, but I'm trying to get you out of the comfort zone of not going that route with the lower-hanging fruit. And because of your success and what you bring to the table, aim high always. But that aiming high is intimidating because on that larger scale, that bigger scale, the women is more brutal. Expectations and wants and entitlement, privilege, because it happens on the lower hanging fruit. Because This entitlement and privilege is a disease that's spreading through every woman, no disrespect, regardless of their value. So just snap out of it, build some confidence, build some swag, get off the porn sites and OnlyFans, and try to get out there and be a little social, to at least be socially aware. Feel me? To give yourself a shot. That's it. Chicks faking pregnancies, trying to scare guys with that right after sex. And I mean within hours or a day. I got a story. Do I really want to go there? I think you kind of receive stories from me well. I'm going to try to narrow it. I'm not going to really give specifics. Listen. Yes. Protection, protection, protection. I'm sure guys got stories of protecting themselves and still getting this scary ass text or phone call almost immediately. Women want to sit there and talk biological to you when it comes to that. I know my body. You can't tell me nothing. I feel a difference. And yada, yada, yada. Without a pregnancy test, without a doctor visit. Now, do some women pay attention to their body thoroughly? Yes. Women can, men should too. So you can tell when something's off. Immediately though, and you're gonna just charge it to that, my advice, ladies will not listen, don't ever jump this gun. Even if you wind up being right, why would you jump this gun? If you feel like something's off, you go through the proper channels. You go get checked out. I'm not saying you have to provide them documentations to the guy. It depends on the guy. And pregnancy tests, do all your homework and things first before we jump this panel right here. Because that's ridiculous. I still get a little shooken up from, I got like 2 stories like that. I'm gonna spare the other one. I'm gonna spare that one. I'm trying to be cool, copy cool. I'm gonna expose the other though. Alright, let me see how quick I can break it down. So, I definitely protected. I'm gonna say this story is beyond 15 years old. Beyond protecting myself. I protected myself. Did I? Okay. So there was confusion because there was 2 back-to-back physical encounters where I wore protection the first time and the second time I didn't. Because it got to be the first time I did. Because you don't go raw, then put on a condom later. At least I don't. You know what I mean? It's like you put it on from the gate until y'all build up. But you don't slip up and then go, oh, next time I'll make sure. Cut it out. No guy wants to do that. Anyway, either way, in that short window, there's one protection and one without. Right? So this female ran with it. It wasn't the next day or within hours. I give her that. Maybe a week passed. And then she hit me with the, I'm pregnant. Maybe she said it a little more modestly, humbly. I think I'm pregnant. Let me run through. So, fast forward. I bought a pregnancy test. Made her pull up to take it. She distracted and used her, her skills, and I don't just mean physical, to kind of like bypass taking it in front of me. And that's my fault because she was fire and the flesh is weak. So I eat that, boom. So time going on. All right, so she's convinced that that's what it is. She did it on her own. She didn't do it in front of me. And I just went with it after that, at that point. So I did all the catering, and I'm not going to get into specifics, all the catering and the possible support you can do for a situation like that. Was I ready 15 years ago to be maybe, maybe not. So it wasn't a total scare, like hell no, but whatever. So we go through those motions, right? Now the interaction and the behavior is getting funny because I'm being as supportive about the situation as I fucking can. So Bottom line, I'm going to fast forward. She wasn't. I find out in a letter left on my bed and was told this was a test. What test? A test to see what? Like, I can't even explain. Like, I'm stuck right now as I tell you still. Like it was yesterday. What fucking test? You said it. You swore on it. I supported it. Even if that is a test, how did I fail that test? What was I supposed to ghost you? Was I supposed to really question and challenge you all the way? Maybe. But I'm fucking lost and you're fucking weird. So, bye-bye, boom. But that's a little more detailed. But, ladies, let's stop doing this. You know, if you're trying to keep him or you really like him, you gotta just be naturally confident and feel that he'll give you the chance that you want. You're turning it off and you fucking the game up with this shit. I don't give a fuck if you know your body and you think you might be right. Do it the right way. Schedule your appointments and do it respectably. I'm off that. Without blaming men, why can't you keep a man? I may not even answer that at all and just let you ladies sit on that one. Without blaming us, why can't you keep one? What do you do differently than any other female you see, you cross, you read about, you listen to, you work with, you hang out with? How are y'all fucking different? What is the difference? And as strongly as I'm saying that to make it appear like there is no difference, there's very little difference. But that's what you have to work on. That's what you should point out to yourself. How am I different from any other female? We can't survive forever off looks and physical attraction. It gets you far, it does not get you to the finish line. You'll get through most of the marathon, but you're not finishing the race with that and getting what you really want. So I'm gonna let you marinate on that, ladies. Without blaming us, why can't you keep us? Fuck out of here. How are you different? I'm telling you, you might think this is insulting and I'm being a little raw, but take that, go sit on that, analyze and break that down. And the more you can show you're different, the less this is a problem for you. Straight. Doing good on time. Women, ooh, pet peeve, pet peeve, pet peeve. I wish I had a drum roll for the pet peeve. Women rarely knowing what men want, need. We need a real breakdown and understanding. It piggybacks off of without blaming us why you can't keep us. I might want to let you marinate on that as well. Here's the difference. When I said women, how are y'all different? Men really have no difference. Most men of sound mind and body, successful or not, rich or broke, handsome or ugly, they pretty much want the same fucking thing. You don't have to settle for the broke or ugly. He could be 6'2" or 5'2". It's the same things, most likely. Less they're weird, not of this world. Loyalty, understanding, support, no hoish behavior, in tune with his needs, mentally and physically. Of course there's more, but I just fucking gave you the cheat code for 95% of them. That's it. Most men want the same shit. And don't think you know it. Oh, it's sex. Yes, sex is a huge part of the pie. Huge. And you still don't even get that right all the way. So how can you think you know it all? You got most of it. That's not bad to think that that's what it is. That is in there. But you don't even fucking capitalize on that consecutively. You want to try to use that for leverage. Let me hold back on some of this. Let me not do it right away. Oh, I'm gonna jump the gun real quick. I don't got it. Let me see. I can't find it. There's a chick that did a poem about not minding to sleep on the first date. I know she wanted to be different. See? She used an example of being different right there. I'm gonna try to put it in the timestamps. She did a poem and she wants to get it in right away if she likes you, because she wants to know if that's our bodies are in tune. It's not just our minds in tune, our bodies gotta be in tune. I respect that. I'm not gonna really get off subject. I'm gonna try to put that in the timestamps. But anyway, we simple. We simple. You want to get emotional and go, pay attention to things like, well, he's sneaky or he do this and why he... You can waste all your energy on that. It's still not going to solve the issue. We're simple. It fucks with your head, because if I'm sitting here making it seem like we so simple, why does shit get so complicated? Ask yourself. You have to judge you fairly and truly, see what the problem is within self, and then try to analyze what his issues are. If you care to do so, if you really want to make things work. But fuck out of here. It's not rocket science. Women make it difficult as far as what they want. I won't blame them for every relationship that doesn't work out. I don't mean that. What I'm blaming you for is your own shit. Not that there aren't terrible men. Men that don't deserve you. Men that have not built themselves up to be real men. I'm not talking about that. Like, okay, you win that argument. Men are being feminine. Men are not working and busting ass to provide for their family and protect. I'm not talking about those bozos. I'm talking about the real legit ones. So marinate on that. The last two are real deep. Ladies, if you care to make a change in your life, and with your man, whether you already have one or you're trying to keep one, ask yourself, why? What am I doing? How am I different? And then try to understand that it's really simple with us. But consistency helps. The simple things on a consistent basis. You're welcome. Audiobook, and I'm going. How to Be Happy Before Success, Earl Nightingale. That's on YouTube as an audiobook. If you want to really read it, check it out. I'm going back to double back on it because I did a couple books after that. And so I'm kind of mixed with my thoughts on how I judge that. So once again, How to Be Happy Before Success, Earl Nightingale. Thank you for tuning in. As always, see you the next time. Stay safe, stay productive, and stay positive. Peace.
You hear the